What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my corner. I am the DM as always, and today, rather than anything divisive, I have something that I think will legitimately revolutionize the gaming industry. If this is actually properly pursued, this could actually revolutionize everything. And if done correctly, could lead to a breakthrough with virtual reality. Now, I have it pulled up on the second tab. The rest of them were ones that I was going to watch. But I have the full video pulled up on the second tab. But I want to show you the clip that made me decide I have to make this video. Because I keep talking about how I want to make videos discussing things that are cool, things about gaming, and then I never do. I'm going to do it. Because this is amazing. This is a video by Sunlight Blade. He does amazing content, and yeah.
Peri Karyal is facing the Relana Twin Moon Knight, but with no hands.
This is it. Welcome.
She's literally using her brain, hooked up to an EEG brain monitoring headset to control specific in-game actions such as attacking and rolling. Using coding, she's trained software to recognize patterns in her brain's electrical activity. These brain patterns are then assigned to an input on a virtual controller. In case you're wondering about the things she's thinking, for attacking, she said she imagines pushing something really heavy forwards. For healing, she imagines something falling on top of her face. Basically, her thoughts drastically change her brain activity, and this can be mapped onto inputs. She then uses eye tracking software to track the movement of her head to control her character's movement, and also has a few voice prompts to trigger more specific actions, including saying, "I choose you" to summon a spirit ash.
I choose you.
Which, I just want to pause real quick, and I'm probably going to do it once we actually get to the video, but like, that is so fucking cool. Okay, that's a huge nerd moment, sure. But like, that's so cool. I love it. Like, that small little thing of "I choose you" to summon spirit ashes is just which that could also probably be mapped by like thinking about a Pokemon coming out of a Pokeball or something like that. It's just so cool. This is like, oh my god.
Look, I was one hit left and he was one hit left, but I got there first.
I'm beyond impressed. I'm almost a bit scared. This is actually mind control. There's something about this game that's really persuading players to use the most unhinged controller methods that people can dream of.
This is insane. Imagine people who like paraplegics, people who can't move their upper body, right, or their lower body. Imagine how revolutionary this is for them to be able to play games, for them to be able to play games like Elden Ring, and be able to actually beat some of the hardest fights in gaming, all with their mind, without ever having to actually move anything other than maybe their head, right? If this gets even more advanced, you could probably have movement and like with simultaneous other actions like healing, right? Or dodging. And it's just insane. So I wanted to watch their full video, and I'm going to have a link to their video as well as to Sunlight Blade's video, as I always do, down in the description, because this is absolutely insane. This would revolutionize gaming as a whole in virtual reality.
I'm using mind control to play the game that was deemed too hard for professional gamers, with no hands at all. Elden Ring's new DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree. I beat Elden Ring with mind control last year, But now the developers have taken it upon themselves to reignite their sadistic tendencies and punish the entire gaming community simultaneously by going ahead and making a newer, harder one. So I guess I'm back at it. So here's how it works. This EEG picks up my brain activity. It looks at the frequency of brainwaves, so what type they are, and approximately where they're coming from. Your brain activity changes a lot when you're thinking about different things. Me talking to my neighbor would look totally different than me talking to someone I actually respected, as it would look different focusing or imagining a specific thing. Emotive software, a BCI, can remember what each of those things look like. And then I've keybinded that recognition to buttons on a virtual Xbox controller, and I'm using an eye tracker for joysticks. If you'd like to know more about this, check out my earlier video. I have 4 patterns that I use as inputs, and they can be keybinded to whatever button I want on this virtual controller. But for Shadow of the Erdtree, I'm using 2 different mind control builds. My fighting mode, and my run for your life mode. In a fight, I'm imagining pushing a cube forward to dodge, spinning a plate to attack, a cricket hopping while I pulse the muscles in my ears to use a skill, and getting really angry and tense to heal. When I'm scuttling through the environment to avoid dying, oh! I'm using these things to sprint, dodge, jump, and interact with things like ladders respectively. To move and turn the camera, I'm using an eye tracker, which makes gameplay feel way more intuitive. And any other fiddly things I need, I'm using voice commands. I have got an emergency heal, then we've got I choose you to summon, then we've got plus ultra to hold sprint down, and we've got Sudoku, which is my seppuku. When I originally beat Elden Ring, I was still using a controller for movement, and only attacking and dodging with mind control. Now I'm using double the mental commands and no hands at all. The first thing to do was decide on my build.
This is insane. Like, so a long time ago, there was an article. I'm gonna actually see if I can find it. This is it. So back in 2016, 8 years ago now, someone who was completely blind managed to beat Ocarina of Time after 5 years. Right? Like, that is a massive historic achievement, right? Now, imagine if they could do that here, right? So the way, as I understand, the way blindness works is the receptors at the back of your eyes don't respond to light. They don't respond to the light triggers. So they don't receive any kind of information. So all you see is just pitch black, right? Imagine if they could somehow, with virtual reality, have the light from like the headset trigger your light cones, trigger the receptors at the back of your eyes, right? Enable you to see. And then with this kind of technology, allow you to play without actually needing a controller. With just your mental inputs, being able to tell the game what you want to do. That's literally what she is doing with this EKG. She's literally telling the game, I want to roll with this input. Right? With this brain activity, the game needs to roll. My character is to roll, or my character needs to heal. My character needs to interact with the ladder, right? And with paraplegics, people who can't move their arms, this is revolutionary. This literally allows them to play any game ever.
I have very few buttons with the EEG, so relying on magic or buffs and tricky flask switching was not going to work. Perfect timing is also not my friend. The mind controller has about a 1 second delay between the time I want to do a mental command. I'm gonna click when I'm starting to do it, and then it does it. That's 1000 ping, and sometimes there are false inputs or I just can't do it at all. So I needed swords. Fast swords. Big, fast, high damage swords so I can get in and out dealing as much damage as possible in a short amount of time, while bulking up on as much defense as possible. So a tanky bleed build it was. This is also an incredibly hard challenge, so I thought this masochistic seppuku build was pretty thematic. Pretty on point for the DLC in general, to be honest.
Which, the latency that she has, I imagine it's probably simply due to where the technology is at, right? Like, I imagine if this technology was studied and funded for like the next 10 years, the latency would probably be probably be as short as like a normal, the normal time for like a input from your brain, right? So the time it takes for your brain to want to move your arm to your arm actually moving after 10 years of proper funding, that's probably where this would be at.
I was ready. I was trained.
And in 20 years, it's probably instant.
It was time. Okay, let's do it.
Like the moment you think it just happens.
Are you ready, finally? Touch it. Yeah. Ooh! Oh, I'm so fucked. Oh, there is no way. Now that I was in the Shadow Realm, it was time to figure out how to take it down. Let's see what we got. Now, we do have a game plan. The plan was to find a Scadger tree fragment.
So, it's Old English for shadow. And that's how it's pronounced in Old English, shadow. I guess modern it would probably be Scadu.
Anything else that might give me an edge?
Scadu is at least the most common pronunciation that I've heard for it.
Then flex my little brain fists by fighting some minor open world bosses, and then take on the first boss. The Divine Beast Dancing Lion, which is just an insane name, so it deserves to die. But I soon came to realize that this game was much harder than I thought. I needed to do more. It might even be time to train the brain, probably. I was ready. In this church, there is a thingy that will upgrade me and make me poggers. Touch it. Scadger tree fragments! They absolutely make you insane. And that's gonna help us out a lot.
For those that are saying that it's too hard, I saw a video or a short from Outlaw Rogue recently, pretty much with a skit about this, about how a lot of the people who are complaining it's too hard, when you ask them, like, what's your Scadu tree blessing? Are you using summons? Have you tried any of the new weapons? What build are you running? A lot of the time, they're using either like no Scadu fragments or no summons, none of the new weapons. They're not really doing like any exploration. They're basically intentionally playing the game on the hardest possible setting, and then complaining about it being too hard. So, you know, and if you want to play on, like, the hardest one, and you don't want any of the blessings or anything, that's fine. Just don't go and complain about how it's too hard.
Check them out. Oh, exactly the direction I'm facing. Right past the fire dude. Horse. So we follow the path, right? I think we can run past him. I think it'll be fine. Ah! Plus Ultra. I can see it. Yes. Touch it. Ooh, yeah, we got another fragment! Leveled up, I would try my luck again, but now with a little more planning. There are 3 recommended bosses in the opening area of the game. The huge fire dude, the bloody death dragon, and a ballerina with knives.
By the way, I've seen, that death flame dragon or whatever must be like minus 300% to holy, because he gets one-shot by like almost any proper faith build that uses holy damage. Oh my god.
Legend also has it that a 4th boss roams the forest on the southern part of the map. 50% man, 50% bear, 50% wolf. But I wasn't sure if this was just a tale. I polled with my chat which boss we'd try first. 41% the bloody dragon one. Fine, I will have a look at the dragon. Alright, you wanted a dragon? Is this it? That looks like a dragon. Oh my god. Plus Ultra! Ah! 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 Oh jeez. Ah! Ah! Oh no. Oh no! Wah! Ah! Okay. So, you know when I the dragon. Do you want to try the little dude instead? You want to try the little ballerina dude?
You should, I think it's real smart to stay locked on here.
Oh my god! This is just a field enemy.
Just because of how much it runs around.
Oh my god, he's fast.
But also, these things are just, like, honestly
Oh my
bullshit.
god, he's fast. Did I do any damage to him?
I'm also noticing she just doesn't have a great range, so she's playing it on even a harder
That was
difficulty than she
good,
needs
yeah.
to.
I think he's really easy to stagger.
Like, this, for this kind of challenge, she'd probably want, like, Millennia's Great Rune, so that way she heals, or Radahn's. Probably Radahn's, actually, because that gives you a lot more HP.
You're fast, but you're weak. Woo! Inflamed by my ambition, I thought it was time to see if we could track down this elusive man-bear wolf. Let's figure it out. Long
Man-bear
days,
wolf, man-bear
nights,
pig.
and
Is
weeks
it Blythe?
passed. But eventually, we found it. Oh, that's him! Oh!
Oh, no, it's this guy, okay.
Oh! That's the guy! It's just a guy. I thought he would be like a bear.
Just.
I can't even... Oh my god! Oh, there he is! Oh my god! Dude, there is no way! I cannot. That means the only...
The one thing I find really funny about this is, like, despite her doing a challenge run with this, effectively, it's really not that much different from, like, some of the people that I've seen play this game. Where, they just die repeatedly for no real reason. Meanwhile, she's dying for an actual reason, and that's this insane technology.
only boss left is this big fire dude. Alright, come on, big boy. You're my sexy little flame muffin, aren't ya? Oh, Jesus.
Does she jump?
Oh, my
No.
lord. Bloody hell.
I wonder if she has jump bound at all. I don't. Oh, she does. Okay.
Okay.
Jumping's
New
like the
plan.
primary
I think we're ready
way
to try the boss.
Jumping's the primary way you get around that guy.
Look how strong he is. A big, strong boy. What the fuck is that? Plus Ultra! Chad, I don't know where I'm... Ah! Chad, I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, Lord.
Woo! I'm so happy they added spiders. I was just thinking that, actually. I was just thinking, man,
Technically, they're not spiders. They're scorpions.
I wish we could have more spiders.
Technically.
Okay, Chad, I'm gonna be honest. Whoa! Touch it? Nope.
Oh, God. She's that, yep. I was about to
Gonna
say,
be
she's
honest, I
definitely
don't
dead.
know where I'm going.
She was right by
No,
a Grace, by the way. Let me see if I can get a good,
Okay, Chad, I'm gonna be honest.
So, it's like,
Oh!
I think it's like, right over here. It's like right over here somewhere. You can turn in and go up some stairs and there's Grace. It might be like right up here.
Oh! Now, the Divine Lion Dancing Beast was hidden deep in the castle here, and I was all the way by myself over here. And this section was filled with enemies, ranged enemies, huge ranged enemies that would absolutely bombard me the second I slowed down. There was
I like to think of the Souls games and From Software games in general. They are less of like an RPG or an action game and more like a puzzle game. Because it's undoubtedly that like a lot of the enemy positions and whatnot are just absolute bullshit. Like when you actually look at where they're positioned, they are placed in such a way that it will fuck the player, right? The hardest. That's intentionally how they're done. But it's not done in such a way that you can't solve it and get through the situation, right? So I like to think of them as a puzzle. A bullshit puzzle, but a puzzle.
No way me and my EEG could take it on and succeed. We would have to run.
With 1 second latencies, yes. Here it is.
Yes! Yes! Plus Ultra! Oh, he's scary. He's scary. He's a big boy. Oh, we must be close to the boss, right? This feels bossy. There's like a door somewhere and it's gonna be like, bam, chicka wow wow.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Oh, I've been invaded! Oh, bloody hell. Lock on! I seem to have accidentally discovered the worst haircut in the game. Oh. I decided to leave it alone for the time being and focus on loftier goals.
So, the obvious flaws are the delay, right? Clearly. But I'm also noticing there's a lot of times where the character will just attack, and that's probably the machine misreading.
Touch it. Touch the ladder. How am I gonna get on the ladder? How am I gonna get up there?
The next day.
Luck.
I'm pushing to sprint, spinning a plate to dodge, jumping by pulsing my eyes and imagining a cricket, and getting really angry to interact with stuff. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna try and do the boss run. We're gonna try not to die. Let's go.
It's working though.
Shit. Oh god. No! Steak America? Did I get close enough? Oh my god, yes! Okay, go.
And there's Grace right up here too. So.
Yeah! I can't believe it, which means we can start the boss right now, like straight away. We're just gonna go bulky boy. Big ol' Bulkmeister. Dual wield Uchigatana. I still want this push to be dodge, but I want this to be a dual wield attack. I want my lift to be my skill, and my drop to be a heal, as always. Ready? Lock on. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay. That was just the first attempt though.
Oh! Woo! We're actually, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought. Like, we're getting into the flow of it.
A lot of, so I've been watching a lot of like challenge runs, and one of the people that I've been watching a lot of is someone by the name of Gino Machino, and he said that, and I very much agree with this after I heard him say it. He said that the way that you beat bosses in Elden Ring is you learn, then win, right? And I think that applies here even more than it normally does. Because of the 1 second delay, normally the only real delay is like the actual pressing of the button, right? Which is not 1 second. It's like less than a second, right? But here you have a 1 second delay from when the brain input is done to when the game actually does the input, right? So really, she has to learn she has to learn not just what the animations are, but she has to learn when each of the animations is going to happen, because she has to do the input so much sooner and earlier than would actually be needed normally.
big damage. Not bad. What do you think?
I think not running off the edge of the map would be would be better. I think so. Yeah.
Second phase! Oh my god!
That's really good.
Oh my sweet Jesus! This doesn't even look like gameplay anymore! No.
You know, she's right. It doesn't look like just gameplay anymore. This looks like the next step in gaming. The next big innovation. Like, one thing that has been true about the industry for a very long time is that innovation is very stagnant. A lot of the games that we see coming out nowadays are very much similar. This kind of thing, you attach this to VR, oh, everything changes. Everything about the game changes. This kind of thing changes.
See, this is what.
Like, this type of technology could change how developers go about developing games. Right? We have, right now, we are very much stuck in a, like, controller driven ecosystem, right? Like, even virtual reality still has controllers that you have to use, right? This, like, even there are some where it's like just gloves, and you can use like gloves and whatnot. Like, this removes controllers entirely. No more physical controllers, no more gloves, nothing. It's all just your mind. This is the next step in virtual reality.
What I mean, like, this is what I was saying. This is what I was googling, like, how to use Scarlet Rot properly and efficiently, because there's just so many things, like how close you need to be. Does it need to? Is it long hold? Is it short hold? Switch? No, I didn't mean to do that. That's it! We got it!
I could see in the future with this technology, I could see being able to simply think about what you want to do rather than like these more elaborate concepts like pushing a boulder, right? Or thinking about being angry. You could instead, I could see it be like, you think healing, like you want to heal, and your character heals.
The official final plan is this. We summon Freya to take heat off of us. Then we spam Scarlet Rot with FP potions. For that, I will be using my ear pulsing one, and then as soon as he's Scarlet Rotted, we'll be changing over the mind control so that I can start doing my skill, my blood slash skill. And then if we just keep bloody slashing, keep hitting him, go for that bleed damage, we should be able to take him out. That's the plan.
It's a good plan. Can
Nice.
she execute though?
You got him. And adjust controller. Oh.
Close.
That was a good run.
Ah, she didn't get the riposte.
I can't attack, damn it. I don't know if we've got it below that point.
The fact that she can get this continuously and like God, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistently is insane.
It was one hit. One single hit. Let's focus. We can do this. Oh. Fuck. I had been attempting this boss for 7 hours straight, so it was time to regroup. Chad, I just think I'm too tired. I'm too sweaty. If I take a break, we'll come back to it later tonight, and I think I can do it. I'm back. So, I did a little bit of research. There are these fragments that you can collect, the Skadu tree fragments. I have tracked down 2 ones that are we're able to get. There's a fragment. Down here. Woo! Touch it. Touch it. Yeah! We got it! I told you, we're gonna beat the first boss today. The level. Empowered. I feel it. Let's go, chat. Oh my god.
Literal 1 HP,
Or
by
don't,
the way.
I guess. Come on.
Look at the brain activity over here. Like, look at... This is something I wish I had pointed out earlier, but just watch her brain activity. And just, like, how active it is while she's fighting this thing. Freya's dead. And sorry.
That was good though.
Consistency. That's what's key here. And that's what she has. She has this consistency.
Wow. Let's go. Lock on. Knife time. Change it. Change it. Change it.
This is the future of gaming.
Whoops. Ah.
Here is what the AAA industry should focus on. Not AI, not NFTs, not cryptocurrency, none of that shit. Focus on this. A lot of people want to talk about accessibility, especially when it comes to like Elden Ring and whatnot, because they want more people to be able to experience it. This right here, this allows accessibility to not just Elden Ring, to every game in existence. Insane.
I don't think I've ever been so happy. It may have taken me seven and a bit hours to do this, but I did it. I felt like I could do anything, even take on the hardest boss in the entire game. Nothing was going to stop me. And why should Hugh Jackman be allowed to roam around undisturbed? Why should different rules apply to him than any other enemy in the game? Especially after X-Men Origins.
I thought the video was almost over. I guess not. Holy shit. Oh wait, is his name? Oh, his name is actually Logan.
Take that, Hugh Jackman! Honestly, I feel like I've made this DLC my little bitch. Which means the only thing I had my beady little eyes set on was the next boss, Relina. Many Twitters have tweeted that she was unfairly hard, unbeatably hard. The reason they quit the game. I was about to prove them right. I mean wrong. I'm gonna prove them wrong. If you like what you see,
and as we saw in this clip, she proved them wrong. She beat Renala, she beat the Dancing Lion, all with her mind. Nothing else. She didn't even use... okay, she used summons, yes, but like, minorly. She used one summon for the Dancing Lion to tank, and I think she had the same summon here as well, probably also to tank. Which, like, this is the future of gaming. This is what we need. This is what we need to focus on. Because this is insane. And this doesn't just have applications for gaming. This has applications everywhere. Imagine paraplegics being able to have their wheelchair move around at a simple thought. Having limbs be able to open fridges and cabinets, be able to grab things. Imagine them being able to cook and fend for themselves with this kind of technology. This is insane. And that is why I had to make a video on this. Because this is insane in the future of technology. 1000%. And I learned about it all because of video games. If it hadn't been for video games, I probably never would have been able to find this video. I would have never learned about this technology. And honestly, I'd have never found this YouTuber, who I'm subscribing to immediately, because she is an absolute fucking legend. So yeah. Anyways, go subscribe to both Sunlight Blade and Harry Carriel. I don't know how this YouTuber's name is supposed to be said. Go subscribe to her, though. And Sunlight Blade. Go subscribe to both of them. And while you're subscribing, subscribe to me, because I'm a dude that yells into the void about things that they want to yell about. So thank you for coming to my corner. Thank you, as always. I've been the DM. I'll see you next time.